they're now selling. So for the melon farmers, one of the things that melon farmers, the challenge that they have been undergoing, either knowingly or unknowingly, is the buyers shortchanging them. And it's pretty simple on how some of these buyers do it. So you've already done your part. You have good produce. You have good melons, very big melons in your farm. You're waiting for that money, for the money to come in. You've already talked to your bank manager that on this day I'm coming to bank a good amount of money, so prepare the way for me. But maybe a shock is awaiting you after you've already harvested, because some of these buyers have a trick that they play on the farmers unknowingly. And this is how they grade the melons. So ideally, the melon fruit is supposed to be tapped to listen to the sound and know if it's ripe. But the people that maybe are doing this, they might not be tapping, but they hit the melon. So instead of tapping the melon, they hit the melon. So what does it mean? By hitting the melon, interferes with the flesh inside. And the flesh inside, then it when it's hit hard, then it disintegrates. And when you tap now at the section where you've hit, it brings forth a sound to indicate that the melon is overripe, and this will be graded as the buyers will call it sekete. So this is a low grade, so they will not take it as a good melon and put it aside. So at the end of it, you will realize that you're having big melons that are being put aside, that they are not worthy for the market, or they're not worthy for the discussed price or their grade price. And you're having very few melons on the side that you're going to weigh and be paid at their grade price. Say if the price is 25 shillings per kilo. So you'll have more of the melons that are not going to be paid at 25 shillings per kilo, and the buyer will say that this one will just have to agree maybe 2,000 shillings for everything. And then the ones that you're going to be paid per kilo, then they are lower, they are not much. So this is a trick that most buyers have been using on the farmers, and I'm happy that majority of the melon farmers now understand this, and they're really very keen that the melon has to be tapped and not to be hit. Another thing is about weighing. As a farmer, if you've gone through the hassles of producing this crop, and you have your melons ready for harvesting, it takes a very simple step to go to the market and buy your weighing scale, because some of these weighing scales that the buyers come and use, they're not good, and you realize that if you're weighing 65 kilos and this weighing scale you hang it and you hang on it, then you realize even you're getting to 40 kilos or 45 kilos. So it means that you are losing some kilos by you selling or using the weighing scale that some of these buyers use. I'm not saying all buyers, but some crooked buyers. So it means that for an established farmer, a farmer who wants to get value for what he or she has done on the farm, then you need to have these tools and ensure that when you are selling, then you have your weighing scale to use while selling your produce in the farm. So some of these challenges, we can always evade them. We can always get past them if we prepare well. Thank you so much, and have a